Hi, this is Muri reporting from Berlin, and in this little episode, I want to show you what I'm currently working on. You might have noticed I changed my YouTube channel name to the Moratorium, and I'm currently working on a website that I want to devote to my YouTube channel and also in general to content for creative developers. I just wanted to give you a little tour and share with you some of the insights I gathered when creating this website with Gatsby. Stay tuned. So to give you a little tour, this is a mobile-first Gatsby website, and Gatsby is a React static site generator. And the way this works is you build your website and your components with React, but in the end, Gatsby spits out a static website that is very performant and friendly to search engines, because in the end, you just have some pre-rendered HTML files and some JavaScript. And and what you can find on this website is basically all of the content that I have pushed to YouTube so far, the using React hooks with D3, for example. You can find all of the videos here. Then you will find some articles in the future. There are currently no articles yet, but I am planning to write some articles for this website. There is one article which I've already written. This is on Smashing Magazine. If you're interested in reading that, I'll post it in the description. Then you will also find my goals for 2020, and I currently only have one goal. I will update this over the year. And my goal for 2020 is that I want to achieve 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and why 1,000? I want to enable the community tab on YouTube, which enables me to push content other than just videos to YouTube. And then you will find a page for requesting topics and the topics that I'm currently working on. This is not very fleshed out. I'm thinking of introducing a poll or something here, where you guys can vote on the topics which I should address next. And then you will find a link to my YouTube channel and a picture of me a few years back. And in case you have been wondering, yes, I draw all of the pictures here myself. And that's basically it for the website. So on the technical side, I am obviously using Gatsby to render this website. Then I am using CSS modules, post CSS, and class names for styling. Then I'm using Gatsby image for responsive images, which is really cool. I can explain that a bit later. And and then I'm basically using Prettier for formatting. And the way Gatsby works is that it creates a page or a route for you, like for every file in your SRC pages folder. And the articles page, for example, is created by adding this articles.js file. And here you can see that Gatsby is using GraphQL. So GraphQL, I am definitely no expert in it, and I still don't understand everything that is going on here in Gatsby. But the way this works is that, or the only thing I think you need to understand currently is that GraphQL is basically a layer that Gatsby uses for your resources. So you can collect all of your resources, all of your data in GraphQL, and Gatsby will then use these resources for generating your static websites. So you could, for example, list all of your files here, make all of your files and images accessible, and you could even connect some APIs here as data sources, and then use them to create static websites. So just to give you an example, here in my articles page, I am querying for a file called articles.png. This is the hero image of this page. And this file I am naming hero. And this hero image is getting transformed by this sharp imaging library. And then I am getting this fluid image, or this responsive image out of it. And this response, or this fluid image, is then made available to the page component down here just by exporting this query here on the page level. And as you can see here, the GraphQL query is structured like this. There's the hero, child image sharp fluid. And the cool thing about GraphQL is that the response from this query is going to be structured the same way. And this is why we can just access the like fluid image by just saying hero child image sharp fluid. So just like here. Yeah. And this is made possible because I am using some plugins. Mainly the Gatsby source file system plugin. So what this does is it makes all of the files in my images folder available to this GraphQL layer, so that so that the Transformer Sharp plugin can then transform these files into responsive images. And these responsive images, or this response from this query, is then passed to this Gatsby image component, which is then taking care of the responsive image. So this is what I mean with the responsive images. The Gatsby image component will render this picture element, and it will load or reference a bunch of images in different sizes. And then the browser will load the best or the optimal image depending on the browser size. And you can find all of the images in your app by going to the public and static folder, and each image will have its own folder, and there's where you can find the like images in different sizes, as you can see here. You can even decide how the image should look like before the browser even decides which image or which responsive image to load. So you can make it look blurred before the real image is there. You can make it look like this traced SVG, which I'm using. It looks like this. If I reload the page with this like fast 3G, you might see it. Yeah, there's this like black and white traced SVG before the real image is loaded. So one more thing about a Gatsby image before I wrap up this video. There are two types of images you can use. There are these like fluid images that take up the entire width of the container. And then there are like fixed images. And fixed images, they have like a fixed size, fixed width and height. But they are still nice because you don't have to worry about like resizing your images and so on. You can just like define the width and height you want to use, and then Gatsby will take care of that for you. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Let me know what you think about the site or the technical setup. If you have any questions about Gatsby, just let me know. Yeah, I'll try to help. So yeah, take care. See you in the next one.